हेलो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम यू वंस अगेन ऑन योर यूट्यूब चैनल इंग्लिश टाइकून। डियर स्टूडेंट्स, इस वीडियो में मैं आपको बताने जा रहा हूँ ऑल द क्वेश्चंस आंसर रिलेटेड द पोएम माय मदर एट 66। आई हैव ऑलरेडी गिवन यू द एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ द पोएम and the theme of the poem as well as the message of the poem in my previous video on my channel. If you have not seen, please go in the class 12 English book playlist, and where you will get the video based on this poem, in which I have given you the complete explanation of this poem and its theme and the message and the intention of the poet behind writing this poem. All and each and every point I have explained very clearly in that part, in part 1 of that. This is the my mother at 66 part 2. In this part I am going to give you only question answer, explanation, extract bags, and all the question which is given in your book, that is going to be explained in this. So let's start. Go ahead and see. First I'll give you read the extract given below and answer the questions that follows. In your book, some extract are there, means some poems, some few lines of the poems are taken, extract, and based on which we have to give the answer of some question. This is the first a few lines of the poem. Driving from my parents' homes to the coaching last Friday morning. This is the opening line of the poem. Let's see the question. I will give you question. See, this is a poem I have already explained you, and you are having book, you can match it with that answer. You are not having, so that I am going to give you. See, name the poem and the poet. Very simple. The poet name is, name the poem, the sorry sorry the poem name is My Mother at 66, and the poet is Kamala Das, who is a female poetess. Where was the poet going to and with whom? Means where was the poetess was going, and with whom. See, the poet, actually the poet, we see is a female, so we can use word poetess for us. Okay, for female we write poet, we use poetess, and for male we use poet. So it should be poetess. See, the poetess was going from her parents' homes to Cochin airport, and she was accompanied by her mother, who was 66-year old. Means the poetess was going in a car, in a vehicle, and she was going along with her mother. And where she was going to the Kochi airport. From there she had to take flight, definitely, if she is going airport, and from there she will go somewhere. Next question, what did the daughter notice inside the car? She noticed. What she noticed? She noticed her mother looking pale and dull, and as lifeless as dead body. What she noticed when she looked at her mother face in the car, she noted that her mother face was totally yellowish, and it was saddened, and it was full of pain, and it looked like a dead body. It's resemble with a dead body. So she was, and at that time mother was dodging and her mouth was. Next question, in what state is the mother now? See, what statement, how was her condition? Okay, she is dodging, open mouthed, and with a pale face. Means she was in the car. In this above extract, she was in the car with her daughter Kamala Das, and she was sleeping, and her mouth was open. This is second extract, a few line of the second part of the poem. Okay, but after the airport, from here to the smile and the smile. This is the last. Actually, all these are the total line in the poem. The poem is very small, but it have a very deep sense, very deep meaning, and very deep message as well. Okay. See, why does the poet look at her again? At her means her mother. Okay, because the poet looks at her mother for the last time before boarding the flight, and she reassures herself about the well-being of her mother. Okay, and she wished her mother goodbye bye, in order to comfort her and leave on an optimistic note. Means at the departure time, why did the poetess look again her mother? Because he want to see her and want to give her a smile of faith, a word of faith, that she would be coming back to take care of her. And she also did this to give a optimistic, positive idea, to bring a positive idea in her mother mind as well as her own mind. So this is here. Does the poet shares her thoughts with her mother? No. No, the poet does not share her fear and agony with her mother, but only bids her a cheerful farewell. No, see, poetess did not tell all this feeling which she was having, does not tell all this feeling which she was having in her mind, because she knew that her mother was already saddened because of departure, her going away. So did not tell all these things. He just passed a smile, said goodbye, and passed a smile. Why did the poet not share her thoughts with her mother? Because the poet did not share her thought with her aged mother, because it would have unnecessarily disturbed her mother, her frail old mother. Simple thing. It is the common thing. You people also don't tell your pain and suffering sometime, because you don't want to bother, don't want to give pain to your parents. You try to handle that pain yourself, you try to solve that problem yourself without letting that problem come to them, or without letting them know about that problem. So same thing is there. The poetess was feeling the pain of departure and pain of leaving her mother, but she didn't tell her or didn't let her know about that. Moreover, because she was so aged at this moment, if she would tell her about this, so she would be very upset and disturbed. So that's why writer poetess did not tell this her pain, her ideas to her mother. Moreover, her thoughts were caused by her fear of the unknown. Unknown means why she was poetess was highly worried, because she was thinking that her mother is so is he might be no more any moment. Okay, give one reason for the poetess smile. She wanted to assure her mother that they would meet again. Simple thing. She was, if you are going somewhere and if you detach from your, it's a common thing, we detach from our parents with a smile and with a promise that I will be come back or we will be fine. So same thing did she passed a smile to give a positive note, a positive idea, to bring a positive idea in her mother mind that they will be meeting, they would be meeting soon again. Now this is the last one. She looked out soon, but put the thought away and looked out at young and trees spreading, the married children speaking here. What did the poet realize? How did she feel? This is the time when she was going in the car, and she, while looking outside, she noted, the poetess noted, the plants are moving very fast, and the children are coming outside from their house. What it saw? See, what did the poet realize? How did she feel? See, the poet was on her way to the airport when she realized that her mother was nearing her old age, and this feeling was hard for her to. What did she do then? What did she do then? She tried to divert her mind. When poetess feels sad about or thought about the age of her mother, she becomes sad. And such negative ideas, such ideas, painful ideas started coming in her mind, in poetess mind. So to avoid such ideas, she looked outside, she peeped outside of the window of the car and trying to see the scenery outside so that she can avoid such a idea. She tried to divert her thought by looking outside of the car window. What did she notice in the world outside? Means what she did she notice outside of the car? She noticed that some joyful children were playing outside, and which gave her some respite, means relaxation from the thought of her aging mother. Okay, and the children represented youth, energy, and life. Okay, what she feel? Just before she was negative about her mother age, because she was thinking that she is getting age. When she saw the children, what she feel? She feel that yes, this is a process of aging, is a process in which everybody have to go under, and this help her to overcome from such thoughts. Which poetic device is used in the second last line? Personification. Now next, see fourth one. But soon, but that thought away and looked out of the young. See, this is another extract of the poem. See, which thought did the poet put away? The thought of her mother age. See, the poet put away the thought of looking at her aging mother away. What did the sprinting tree signify? Sprinting means it is our common experience whenever we travel by a fast running track. The standing object appears to running back fast. Okay, sprinting means running back fast. These sprinting tree in the poem signify how the young age of the poet's mother passed so fast. Means sprinting tree, moving tree. So moving tree means when you are in any vehicle, you notice that all the thing outside are moving, whether it is tree or house or person or anything, are moving very fast. So what, so it's, so the speed of life, speed of age, okay, which will bring change in everybody life. Who is child become young, and who is young become old. This is a common process. What are the married children spilling out of their homes symbolic of? The poet mother who is sitting beside her is dodging, and her ashen face looks like lifeless and pale like a corpse causing dead body. On the other hand, children are gay and happy. They are moving out of their homes in the large number. There is an image of happiness and spontaneous overflow of life. Means, see, there is, when poetess look outside, she had noticed two things. Just beside her seat, her mother was sitting in the car and who was aged, and outside when she looked, she had seen the children, very young, very energetic and full of life and energy. So this show the reality of life, that everybody have to get aged from child to old. Nobody can detach or control this thing. Okay. Fine. Now see, next, see, why are the tree young? See, why are the tree young here? The poet establishes a contrast with the aging mother inside the car, and the spreading trees are portrayed as young. And trees as well as children both are portrayed. Why children has taken? Because children are the young. So this show two sides of life, where is a young people and where is a aged person. A young person turn to aged with the passage of time. So this, that's why the tree has been, as well as children are representing younger age. Okay. Driving from my parents' home. Now let's see in this one, where was the poet driving to? The poet was driving to the coaching airport. Why was her mother face looking like that of the corpse, means dead body? Because she was so aged. The mother's face was pale, lifeless, and when looking like that of a corpse, because she had grown older, because she was very aged, and when she was very aged and she was sleeping mode in the car, she was sleeping. So while sleeping, it looked like a dead body. What did the poet notice about her mother? Means, what did poet notice about her mother? When the poet looked at her mother, her mouth was open and her pale face was looking like a corpse, and she realized that her mother had grown older. She noticed when she looked carefully at her mother's face, she felt that she realized that poetess realized that her mother is very aged. What pain did the poet experience? He felt it painful to witness her aging mother. Very simple. Next is, I saw my mother beside my. Now come down. Why does I refer to? Who does I refer to? I refer to the poetess Kamlada. What did I realize with pain? I means the poetess. The poetess realized with pain that her mother was nearing old age. Why was the realization painful? Very simple. If you see that your parents are getting aged, you might have such idea that you can lose them any moment. So such idea given a pain. See what is the answer? Her mother approaching death. Death means each age, so any moment it can happen with her, was a hard fact of her to accept, and the thoughts of separation from her mother made her feel sad. Common thing, when a person is getting age, he is 80, he is 90, he is 60, so there is a chance, a probability of death any moment. So that's why at her poetess mother was 66, so she was worried about, she had to acknowledge, she had to accept this. It was hard for her, hard fact to, for the poetess to have to accept that her mother might, she might lose her mother any moment, because she is very aged, 66. The identify and name the figure of speech used in the line. In the line means above line. Above line means in this. In this line, I saw my mother beside me, dodge open-mouthed, her face and ashen like that of a corpse, and realized with pain. Now see, so simile, ashen like that of a corpse. Here simile figure of speech is used because her mother is compared with a dead body, and there is simile figure of speech. Okay, so that solves, dear students. In this video, I hope that you have got this poem questions answer, and if you have not seen the explanation of this poem, you can go in the playlist of my channel, where there you will get the complete explanation of this poem, and you please see that, and after that you watch this one. You are able to connect the poem with the question answer easily. If you know the summary, theme, and message of the poem, you can give the answer, any answer created from on the extract of the poem very easy. So that's all, dear students, in today's video. See you in my next video. Till then, goodbye and good luck. Jai Hind.
अगर आप मेरे चैनल पे नए हैं तो प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब माय चैनल एंड प्रेस द बेल आइकॉन, ताकि आपको मेरे सारे लेटेस्ट वीडियो की नोटिफिकेशन सबसे पहले मिले।